Today I'm going to show you how to work up my butterfly kiss headband. As you can see, it's a headband with little butterflies on it. To get started, you're going to need 2 colors of worsted weight yarn. Today I'll be using Red Heart Super Saver in white and butterfly. You're also going to need a US I9 5.50 millimeter hook. To get started, start with your white yarn. And the pattern calls to work 60 foundation half double crochets. Now if you don't like working the foundation half double crochets, you can just work chains. We need 60 stitches in total, so I'm going to work the foundation half double crochet. To do that, I'm going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. The first chain is going to count as our foundation chain, and the next 2 chains are going to count as our beginning half double crochet. To continue working, we're going to start like we're going to work a half double crochet. Work in your beginning chain, insert your hook into it, yarn over and draw up a loop. Yarn over and draw through 1 loop on your hook. Now that works up our second chain. Now to finish our half double crochet, yarn over and draw through all 3 loops on your hook. So that's 2 half double crochets and our chains, 2 chains. Now we're going to continue doing that until we have, I'm going to work up 59 in total. So we'll do that again. So we're going to work into our foundation chain, making sure to work underneath 2 strands of yarn here. Yarn over, draw up a loop. Yarn over, draw through 1 loop on your hook. That works our chain. Yarn over and draw through all 3 loops on your hook. That finishes our half double crochet. So do it again. So yarn over like you're ready to work a half double crochet. Insert your hook into the foundation chain. If you look at the bottom, you can see your stitches here. This is the last one that we worked, these 2 right here. So we're going to insert a hook underneath those 2 strands of yarn. Yarn over, draw up a loop. Yarn over, draw through 1 loop on your hook. That creates our foundation chain. And then yarn over and draw through all 3 loops on your hook to make your half double crochet. Continue doing that until you have 59 half double crochets, and I'll meet you when you do. Okay, so here we are at the end of our first round of work. Now I've worked up 59 foundation half double crochets. The pattern calls for 60, but I'm going to do a join, so I have to come up 1 less than the pattern calls for. Now we're going to join, but we want to make sure that we don't twist our work, so make sure it's all straight. Now to join, this is the way I like to join. We're going to start like we're working our foundation half double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook into the foundation chain, yarn over and draw up a loop. So you'll have 3 loops on your hook. Now we're going to look at our beginning so we can join, making sure that your work's not twisted. You're going to see a little hole in your work right here, right there. That's our beginning chain from this row. Now what we're going to do is we're going to insert our hook into that beginning chain, yarn over and draw up through that loop, the beginning chain, and the first loop on your hook. So you're going to have 3 loops left on your hook. Your work's now joined. Now we can yarn over and finish our half double crochet. So that completes our 60th foundation half double crochet, and now we can join to our beginning half double crochet to complete our first round of work. Getting started on our second round of work, we're going to draw up our master color and we're going to put a stitch marker in it so that we don't lose our place, and that way we can pick it back up in round 3. So to get started on our second round of work, we're going to insert our hook into the second half double crochet to the left of our master color. So our master color is here. This is our beginning stitch, and we want to do it in a second half double crochet to the left. So 1, 2, it'll be this one here. Now obviously if you're a lefty, you're going to go to the right, and then we're going to pick up our alternate color. I'm using butterfly here. Let me just get a strand. Here we are. And we're going to draw that up. We're going to chain 1. This will be our first repeat. And then we're going to cluster stitch in that same half double crochet. Now, because we have this chain 1 here, I usually work one less stitch. The cluster stitch should have 3 loops in it, but because this one's here, I usually only work 2 on my first one. So I'm going to yarn over, insert my hook into that same stitch, yarn over and draw up a loop, yarn over and draw through 2 loops on your hook. Do that one more time, yarn over, insert your hook into the same stitch, yarn over and draw up a loop, yarn over and draw through 2 loops on your hook. Now for a cluster stitch, we would do that a 3rd time, but like I said, we already have that beginning loop, and I find if I do an extra one, it just makes this one way too big. So this is just our first one. So now to finish off the cluster stitch, we're going to yarn over and draw through all the loops on our hook. Now we're going to chain 2, 1, 2. We're going to skip 1 half double crochet, working in the next, we're going to work a cluster stitch. So to work a cluster stitch, yarn over, insert your hook into your stitch, yarn over and draw up a loop. Yarn over and draw through 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over, insert your hook into the same stitch, yarn over and draw up a loop. Yarn over and draw through 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over, insert your hook into that same stitch, yarn over and draw up a loop. Yarn over, draw through 2 loops on your hook. Now you're going to have 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, and draw through all 4 loops on your hook. That completes your cluster stitch. Now we're going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to skip the next 3 half double crochets. 1, 2, 3. That's our first repeat. I'll show you the repeat again. We're going to work a cluster stitch in our next stitch, so the 4th stitch away. Yarn over, insert your hook into the stitch, yarn over and draw up a loop. Yarn over, draw through 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over, insert your hook into the same stitch, yarn over and draw up a loop. Yarn over, draw through 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over, insert your hook into the same stitch, yarn over and draw up a loop. Yarn over and draw through 2 loops on your hook. So you now have 4 loops on your hook, yarn over and draw through all 4 loops on your hook. Chain 2, 1, 2. We're going to skip 1 half double crochet, working in the next, we're going to work a cluster stitch. So yarn over, insert your hook into that stitch, yarn over and draw up a loop, yarn over and draw through 2 loops on your hook. Now do that 2 more times, yarn over, insert your hook into the same stitch, yarn over, draw up a loop, yarn over, draw through 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over, insert your hook into the same stitch, yarn over and draw up a loop, yarn over, draw through 2 loops on your hook. You'll now have 4 loops on your hook, yarn over and draw through all 4 loops on your hook. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then skip 3 half double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Now that's our second repeat. Continue repeating that around, and I'll meet you at the end of the round. Here I am at the end of our second round of work. I just worked a chain 5, and you'll see that we've got our master color here. Now what we have to do before we join is to make sure that we bring our master color to the front of our work. Because if it's back here and you join, you're not going to be able to join or to continue on the next round. So bring that master color forward. Where is it? Here it is. So it's at the front of our work. And then what we're going to do to join, you're going to see your beginning cluster stitch up here at the top. There's 2 strands there that look like a stitch. Insert your hook in there and join with a slip stitch. Oops. I'm losing my stitches today. There we go. Now you can actually fasten off your alternate color and draw it up, and that completes the second row of work. Getting started on our third round of work, we're going to remove our stitch marker and insert our hook back into our master color. Now getting started on our first repeat, we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. This round of work we're going to be working in our skipped half double crochets from round 1 that are between our cluster stitches here, these 3. And round 2 we're just going to push it to the back of our work and out of the way since we won't be working in it. So this chain 3 counts as our beginning double crochet. Now we want to double crochet in the next skipped half double crochet from round 1. So we'll work a double crochet in there. And then we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's our first repeat. The second repeat, remember to push round 2 out of the way. We're only working in round 1 in the skipped half double crochets. We're going to work a double crochet in each of the next 3 skipped half double crochets here. So 1 double crochet, 2, and then 3. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then that's our second repeat. Continue repeating that around. So we're working in those skipped half double crochets, a double crochet in each one, and then a chain 5, and I'll meet you at the end of the round. Here we are at the end of the round. I just worked a chain 5, and you'll notice that our beginning repeat, we only worked 2 double crochets. We didn't have the third one there. So we're just going to finish off by working a double crochet in that last skipped half double crochet there. And then we're going to join with a slip stitch to our beginning double crochet. That completes this round of work. Getting started on round 4 of our work, we're actually going to remove our hook from our master color, and we're going to put a stitch marker in it so that we don't lose our place, and that way we can pick it back up in round 5. Remember to keep your master color to the front of your work so that you can continue working with it. Now, to start on round 4, insert your hook into a chain 2 space between 2 of your clusters from this was round 2. And when we're working in this space, make sure to take your chain 5 from round 3 and push it to the back out of your way, so you're only working in that chain 2 space. So we're going to insert our hook in there, and we're going to draw up our alternate colored yarn, and we'll start with a chain 3. 1, 2, 3. That's going to count as our beginning double crochet. This is our first repeat as well. Now we're going to work 2 double crochets in that same chain 2 space. 1, and then 2. Now we're going to work, I just want to make sure I get the right amount of chains. Okay, so we're going to work a chain 2, 1, 2, then we're going to work 3 double crochets in that same chain 2 space. 1, 2, and then 3. We're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and then that's our first repeat. Getting started on our second repeat of work, we want to work 3 double crochets in our chain 2 space between the 2 clusters and the next one here. So 3 double crochets in that chain 2 space. 1, making sure that you're not working over that chain 5, push it to the back of your work. 2, 3, chain 2, 1, 2. Work 3 double crochets in that same chain 2 space. 1, 2, and then 3. Chain 2, 1, 2. That's the second repeat. Continue repeating that around and I'll meet you at the end of the round. Here we are at the end of the round, and we want to make sure that our master color, where is it here? Here it is. We want to make sure that it's to the front of our work, or else we won't be able to work with it the next round before we join. And we're going to join with a slip stitch to our beginning double crochet. That completes this round of work. You can fasten off your alternate color and draw it up. And there we have it. Getting started on round 5 of our work, we're going to insert our hook back into our master color so we can remove our stitch marker. This is going to be our beginning repeat. So we're going to chain 2. That's going to count as our beginning half double crochet. Now we're going to half double crochet in the next skipped double crochet from round 3, this one right here. But when we work this stitch, we want to work under the chain 2 space from the previous round, and we're also going to work under the chain 5 space from round 2. So you're actually working through 3 layers. So we're going to work that half double crochet, and we're going to insert our hook under the chain 5 and the chain 2 space and work our half double crochet. Now we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to single crochet in that chain 2 space between our 3 double crochet shells there. Chain 1, and that's our first repeat. Getting started on the second repeat, we're going to half double crochet in the next 3 skipped double crochet from round 3, these ones right here. Now remember, when we're doing that, we want to work under the chain 2 space and the chain 5 space from round 2. So we're working through 3 layers there. Working a half double crochet in the first double crochet. 1, 2, 3. Chain 1, work a single crochet in the chain 2 space between your 3 double crochet shells, and then chain 1. That's the second repeat. Continue repeating that around and I'll meet you at the end of the round. Here we are at the end of the round, and if you notice, we still have 1 double crochet here that's unworked from our beginning repeat. So to finish off, we're going to work a half double crochet in that last skip double crochet, making sure to work underneath those 2 layers So that's our last half double crochet, and then we're going to join with a slip stitch to our beginning half double crochet. And that completes this round of work. Getting started on round 6 of our work, chain 2. That's going to count as our beginning half double crochet, and then we're going to work a half double crochet in each stitch around. So this was our center half double crochet here. Work a half double crochet in your next half double crochet. Work a half double crochet in your chain 1 space. Work a half double crochet in the next single crochet. Work a half double crochet in your chain 1 space. And then work a half double crochet in the next 3 half double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Half double crochet in your chain 1 space. Half double crochet in the single crochet. Half double crochet in the chain 1 space, and then half double crochet in each of the next 3 half double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Continue repeating that around, and I'll meet you at the end of the round. Here we are at the end of the round. To finish off, join with a slip stitch to your beginning half double crochet, and then you can fasten off and weave in your ends. I'll show you next how to do the butterfly bodies. To get started on your butterfly bodies, you're going to need a US G6 4.00 millimeter hook and about a 10-inch strand of yarn. I normally use black, but I ran out, so we're using blue today. And to work it up, insert your hook into the skipped stitch between your 2 cluster stitches there, and draw up your yarn. You want it to be about center in the strand of yarn, and then the longer strand, take it and chain 3. 1, oops, oh my goodness, today's just terrible for this. 2, 3. Now take your beginning strand, push it through to the back, insert your hook into the space between the 2 3 double crochet clusters there, insert your hook, grab the yarn, bring it through, draw it up, and you can draw it up and then tighten it, not too tight, but tight enough, and then tie 2 knots in it. 1, 2, and then you can take this and trim it. There you have your butterfly body. Now, I found that using some clear drying glue helps to kind of stiffen them up and keep them into place so they stay up and they don't fray. And that's the Butterfly Kiss headband.
For more crochet patterns, tutorials, and yarn shop, please visit my blog, dearestdebbie.com.